Hi guys, today we will be talking about eukaryote cells and prokaryote cells. The cell on the left is a eukaryote cell and the cell on the right is a prokaryote cell. The eukaryote cell, as you can see, has many more organelles, so it is generally considered to be more complex than the prokaryote cell. Here is a Venn diagram that you can use to identify if a cell is a prokaryote cell or a eukaryote cell if given a diagram on the test. For example, a eukaryote cell has a nucleus, a linear DNA that is celled in the nucleus, and membrane-bound organelles. So, for example, it has a chloroplast and mitochondria. They are also typically much larger. On the other hand, the prokaryote cells have a nucleolide, which is where the circular DNA is concentrated. And they also have no membrane bound organelles, and they are typically much smaller. But they both have many similarities. For example, they both have chromosomes, and so their DNA is their genetic material. They also have ribosomes to make protein. They have a cytoplasm and a plasma membrane. Here is a typical bacteria cell. For example, it could be the bacteria living in your intestines. A bacteria cell is a prokaryote cell, so it has a plasma membrane to allow molecules to diffuse in and out of the cell. It has a nucleolide, which is where the DNA is located, and it has ribosomes to make proteins. It also has a plasmid that is genetic material that is unique to the bacteria and it is not part of the nucleolide. Bacteria also have cytoplasm, and some bacteria have a flagellum and a cell wall. Now let's talk about a eukaryote cell, for example, a cell located in your heart. As you can see, they have many more organelles. For example, they have a nucleus which holds the nucleolytes and the genetic material. They have a cytoplasm and ribosomes to make proteins. They also have a cytoskeleton, mitochondria, peroxisome, and lysosome. Mitochondria, peroxisome, and lysosomes are both membrane-bound organelles, so you can say that the eukaryote cells have membrane-bound organelles, unlike the prokaryote one. They also have a Golgi body. They have a plasma membrane to allow molecules to diffuse in and out of the cell. They also have an endoplasmic reticulum. Here are two different types of cell. Here is a plant cell and here is an animal cell. On the left, here there is the characteristics unique to plant cells. For example, they have a cell wall, they have a vacuole, and they have chloroplasts. On the right, there are characteristics that are unique to animal cells. For example, they have centrioles and lysosomes. Now try to guess which one is eukaryote. If you guessed they are both eukaryotes, you would be right because they have membrane-bound organelles such as mitochondria and a nuclear membrane. They also have a nucleus, a nucleolus, and a Golgi complex. They also have a cytoplasm and an endoplasmic reticulum. They also have a cell membrane and ribosomes to make proteins. Here are two specialized types of cell that are found in plants. On the top we have root hair cell and on the bottom we have a leaf cell. The function of the root hair cell is to absorb water and minerals, so it has a large surface area to allow molecules to diffuse in and out. The function of the leaf cell is to absorb sunlight for photosynthesis, so it has many chloroplasts. For example, if it didn't have any chloroplasts, then the cell would be useless. And now let's talk about the origin of life on Earth. First, they were only bacteria, which are prokaryotes. And on the yellow side, you can see the subclasses of bacteria. And a few million years ago, archaea evolved from bacteria, and they are also prokaryote cells. Here are the main classes of archaea. And only a few million years ago, eukaryotes evolved and they are multicellular, so they include animals, fungi, plants, and many more. An interesting fact is that even though archaeas are prokaryote, they are more similar to eukaryotes because they share the recent common ancestor and I just wanted to thank you guys for watching.